What's up, guys? Got another knife review for you today. This is the Medford knives, a Smooth Criminal. This is a knife that comes to me from my friend David over at Blade Banter. Me and him did a little knife swap. He's checking out my Sebenza, and I get to check out this very cool knife, the Medford Smooth Criminal. So, just to start off with, this is my first Medford. I never had a Medford. I've kind of wanted a slim midi, but never ended up getting one. But so this is my very first Medford, and I gotta say it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool knife. Before I forget, I'm gonna put the stats up on the screen, so I don't forget about them. I think the last video I did, I forgot, but just pause and read if you want to see the stats. Okay, let's get back to it. This knife is riding, or the handles are milled out of aluminum, and I'll tell you what, this aluminum is very, very thick. I don't think I've ever seen a knife made out of this thick of aluminum before. It's very thick. You don't have any reservations about what this thing can handle. Titanium pocket clip, so that's nice, and I believe a titanium backspacer. Let me see if I have my magnet. Yeah. Yep, it's titanium backspacer also. So this, if you hadn't seen it already, is a button lock. So this is Medford's first button lock. This model is first, hold on, let me get sidetracked for a second. Look at that giant stop pin right there. Very cool. But this is Medford's first button lock. It's rocks. Their claim to fame to it is it's just rock solid, and it is. No movement on it whatsoever. And it's running on bearings. Now, from what David had said, the first models that he came out didn't have bearings. I don't know how they did, but bearings definitely make it a smooth criminal now. The blade is one of my favorite parts of this knife. It is hollow grind, very beautiful and very thin behind the edge. Very good slicer. This knife is a very good slicer. S35 VN, so great steel. It's an upgrade from their D2 that they usually do. So the blade is just very awesome. So you have that really almost custom grind. I want to say these are hand ground. I'm not sure. And then the flats are like, I don't know how to. It's a very cool. They're not stone washed, but it's just a very cool satin flat that they have. You don't see that on a lot of knives. Pocket clip does a great job. Show you what it looks like. There it goes, in and out, very easy, not too much sticking up. You have a lanyard there if you want it. And one of my other favorite things about this knife is the ergos. Now, this is a smaller knife. I wasn't expecting to be able to get a good 4-finger grip on it, but as you can see, my pinky fits right there. You got these 2 fingers here, and then this has a big cutout for your finger, and so it's very comfortable in the hand. So that's what it looks like in my hand. You don't have any jimping on the knife. That doesn't really bother me. This feels very secure in my grip. So yeah, really like the ergos on it. Now, as you can see with this button lock, you press this down and it releases, and you got all sorts of milling in here, and then it comes back around and there's some more milling in the tang of the blade. So that's what keeps it in and out, kind of like a detent. Now, and it does have this proprietary hardware, so you're not going to be disassembling it very easily, and if you do, it void your warranty. But made in the USA. I think, yeah, all Medfords are made in the USA. But Okay, so those are the really cool things. Got great ergos, great blade, great slicing. And now the only drawbacks of this knife is the detent is kind of weak. Okay, so you can shake it out. Oh, another way of opening, if you just want to use the button lock, and then you have the flipper tab. But so when you see me opening it like this, you might have noticed I've missed it a couple times. The detent is weak on the knife, so I don't know if they need to do something with this milling in the blade to make it stronger. I know David had mentioned if there's any way to add a second detent. I don't know if that would work, because then you would need some kind of spring that is pressing on the blade to keep the detent. So I think it's their first run at a button lock, and there should be some learning experience. Also, they said they were going to do an auto, so this might just be a platform for the auto. But if you use it and you just fling your wrist, it'll come out fine. If you don't want to fling your wrist, you're gonna have to concentrate a little bit to get it to come out without using wrist. So see, I did it that time. So even then, I'm still moving my wrist a little bit. So other than the detent, it's a great knife. Thanks, David, for letting me check it out. And yeah, very good knife by Medford, and hope to see more things like this from him in the future. So that's all I got. You guys have a good one.